Okay, so back in high school, I had the opportunity to take an AP art class for one of my electives during senior year. This was about the time I started taking art seriously, and so I really thought for some reason that it was a good idea to sign up for an AP Studio Art class after drawing casually for like 3 years prior. Drawing anything aside from a 2/3 profile of Link from The Legend of Zelda was like fucking pulling teeth. But apparently, that was good enough to think I could handle AP Studio Art. First of all, my teacher. Let's call her, Miss Sniff. So Miss Sniff was an interest. She sucked. I'm not even sure if she really knew anything about art. I had her for 2 classes, and in those 2 classes throughout high school, I had seen like 1 drawing she has ever done, and it was like a pencil drawing of a cat she did in the 70s. There was also this other time we were getting ready to send our printed portfolios out to the people who will, grade them. And I was a little hungry this specific day, and so I decided to take out my bag of sunflower seeds and just take a little snack break. Next thing I know, my teacher stops yapping, faces me, and starts fucking screaming at me. I'm sitting in a way where I'm turned away from her, so I'm literally just sitting there, hearing her scream at me, literally for eating sunflower seeds in class. I'm genuinely seeing my life flash before my eyes, frozen in time, knowing that if I turn around, the hot steam that is spewing from her mouth will burn my face off. So the way the class worked was we were told to think of a theme that every piece of our portfolio would center around. And while everyone in class picked all these deep and meaningful themes like the duality of man or nature versus industry, I chose fucking OCs. Okay, yeah, so at the time, I was working on this huge series project that I'd been creating since freshman year of high school, and still working on now. And this just seemed like a perfectly good excuse to just draw my characters for class. I mean, I was already gonna be drawing them at home anyway. Might as well turn them in and get a grade for it, right? Well, this is where I'm introduced to the concept of... Imagine my utter embarrassment. I show up for critique, and everyone is showing off their really deep and meaningful drawings full of life and color, and everyone loves them. And then it's my turn. A sad little 2012 Tumblr core drawing of the most default character imaginable. Just think, starter pack protagonist with glowy hands that were supposed to imply all these mysterious and cool powers, but mostly just said, yeah, I didn't plan this. I had to just stand there. Everyone in class just staring at this godforsaken drawing. Not only this, but there were 12 pieces that we had to do for the AP portfolio. 12! I had to do this 12 times! What the fuck is wrong with me? I was fully and openly aware at how cringe this looked. Luckily though, almost everyone in class, despite what they might have been thinking, were actually pretty nice about it. They usually said some pretty good things about my drawings, probably aware that I did in fact try my best, and that really helped a lot. AP art class, in retrospect, kind of felt useless. My teacher didn't really teach us anything, my pieces were pretty shit. The really good art made me feel even worse by comparison. I got screamed at for eating seeds. But there were some cool people there. I even got to paint one of the bricks that made the wall in the closet, in which I proceeded to draw a picture of myself with a speech bubble saying, "This is my brick." I'm not joking about that last part. And it did force me to draw more. Maybe it wasn't so bad. You know what? I'm gonna call my friend that I took the class with, see what he thought of the whole thing.
Hello?
Hey Wesley, I got a question for you. What did you think about AP art class back in high school?
It fucking sucked.
Okay.